Hello, everybody. Now, if you take a look at the revised assessment framework, and everybody is supposed to um, probably have watched this already, right? You would have watched this already. You'd realize that something's crossed out. So stuff like solve problems involving multiplication or a fraction by a fraction, multiplying fractions by each other. You all wouldn't be tested on that again. Multiplication and fraction by mixed numbers. You wouldn't be tested on that again. Divide a fraction by a fraction. All of these are out from the year 2021 straight to 2023. However, today you may see me do some questions that may have some of these in it to some extent. That's because I am putting this video here and I'm going to leave it up and it may stay up for years and people in 2024 will be watching it and I don't want to rob them of the questions that could come in their exams. But keep in mind, I also have a video up on YouTube saying what's not in the syllabus right now. Salaries, wages, simple interest, VAT, all of these things take a breather for these 3 years because of the pandemic and reduce contact time with exam students. So this is the revised assessment framework for SCA exam. So you can always look it up on my channel to see what has been removed. So what's the plan? Welcome everybody. We're going to do the before we begin, the time, seeing Zahir, I seen Kyle, seen Venice, Zoriel, Nirvan, Liana, Christian, Brianna, hey, Jaden, big up yourself, Naya, Rajesh, all the students here. You could feel free to let me know what age you are here, and I'm sure there are some parents as well watching. So the time for this is 1 p.m. every Sunday straight till exams. And as you all know, anybody can tell me what date is exams? Answer that question for me. When is SEA exams? When is SEA? Answer that for me. When is SEA? In the chat. 31st of March. People didn't stick. All you know it offhand. Right now, that 31st of March ringing in all your mind, right? 31st of March. And what y'all think? You find you're ready? You feel like you're ready for the exam? You feel you're ready for the exam? How the parents doing? How y'all find your parents? Are they on your case right you? You're nervous, living in anxiety, they're putting pressure on you, all kind of thing. Let me know it going. Before we begin, the time for this is 1 p.m. every Sunday. And the plan is to go straight till I'll just spell straight there is the T before the H or the H before the T. I teach in maths here, right? So not English. Straight H before the T. Feeling good? I'm feeling good. We going it. H before the T. The plan is straight till exam. Till exams. Straight till exams. If you want more, out of this session, Amanda says she's feeling a little nervous. Straight HT, all you know. All right, so all your English secure. What? It didn't have a big delay, boy. Right through all your parents. Nah, my mom's cool. I will stop and go through some of the comments just now. You're all very active. Big up all yourself. And 257 people here right now. Wow. And if it's one thing, they know to spell street. HT. If you want more, because when we're gonna be doing a lot of work these Sundays. If you want more, like you want what I'm gonna do this Sunday before, what I'm going to do next week Sunday is almost already prepared. We are going to be dropping it on a Google Classroom. All you need to do is WhatsApp this number, +18684724221, and you can be in that Google Classroom. To be in that Google Classroom is a very, very small price of $25 a week. And you can pay it as $100 a month. So you could be in that Google Classroom. You will get this, everything that I'm going to do, you'll get it ahead of time. And you could do the work, submit it, and somebody will correct it. If you want even more, you could WhatsApp this same number and you can join my SEA class. Now, my SEA class is just about filled. We may be able to squeeze in some people. It's just about filled, and we have 2 or 3 other SEA classes in the Student Hub. That's the place where I teach. You can get in there. So without any further talk, I'll probably mention that again in the end. Let's just jump into it. Let's just get into the, because I'm excited. Write down the value of the underlying digit in the place value chart below. Let's get some answers. Answers. All right, so if you're spamming, you might get blocked. Like right now, just it's I get put on a timeout there. Write down the value of the underlying digit in the place value chart below. And you'll see the underlying digits over here. This question could be a little tricky. Okay, the screen is blank. Let me bring it up. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Write down the value of the underlying digit in the place value chart. So this is what you all missed before. The time is 1 p.m. The plan is to go straight to the exams. If you want more, you can WhatsApp this number, 472-4221, and join the Student Hub. But let's start. Write down, you'll see, right? Write down the value of the underlying digit below. I'm using something I don't normally use in my online class. This is another program. 8,000. Nice. So one mistake that students make in this all the time is they put thousands. Now, if they want the value of the underlying digit, you actually need to say 8,000. The place value is 1,000, but the value of the underlying digit, 8,000. Well done. You all didn't get trapped there. Write down the smallest prime number in the box below. Let's get the answer. If it's blurry, it's on your end. It's not on my end. If it's blurry, you need to raise the set. Go in your settings. Go into your settings and raise the resolution from, it may be on 256 or some kind of 100 and something. Raise it to 1080p. Write down the smallest prime number in the box below. So yeah, Patrice, I've seen some people saying that the screen is blurry. So if the screen is blurry, you need to raise the resolution setting on your end. So the smallest prime number, a prime number, what is a prime number? A prime number is a number with only 2 factors. 2 factors only. One on itself. And I see some people put 21. 21 actually has more than 2 factors because 3 and 7 can both go into 21. And checking the next number, 31. There are no factors of 31 except 1 and 31. So 31 is the go. I don't even need to check anybody else. 31 is the go. Yeah, boy. 31 is the go. So that's number 2. Let's go to number 3. So this is how the exam will come. You'll get a bunch of easy questions in the first section. What is 41 over 3 as a mixed number? As I said, if you want to join the Google Classroom and get these questions ahead of time before we do them every Sunday, you just WhatsApp the number. And it's in the description of this video. What? Big up all you. 41 divided by 3. 3 by 12 is 36. 3 by 13 is 39. 40, 41. So I think 13 remainder 2 and you put it over 3 is a good thing to do. Big up Ethan. Who was the first person to write it in the chat? I think Ethan, Jordan, Nirvan, Griffin. Right. Are you doing well? Well done. I can't scroll on the paper. Calculate 22.2 divided by 6. All right, do this one. 22.2 divided by 6. Let's go. You all could press a like on the video right now. Press like on the video. If you can't find the like button, delete the live chat, close off the live chat, press like, and then bring it back up. 22.2 divided by 6. 3.76 could go into 22 3 times. Remainder 3 6s are 18. Remainder, put a 3 here. Oh, put a 4 here. Remainder 4. Because 22 minus 18 is 4. So remainder 4. 6 can go into 22 3 times. Sorry. Yes, 3 times, and 3 6s are 18. Subtract, we get 4. 6 can go into 42. 7 times 3.7 is good. Blessings. This chat real popping. Everybody just getting every. Well, these are the easy questions. We'll see how y'all do in the hard questions. Write the missing number in the box below to make this statement correct. 23 times 10 minus 23 times 4 is equal to 23 times something. So this is one of those questions that can actually show up in CSEC. So if you have any brothers or sisters in Form 5, they can get this question in CSEC Maths multiple choice. And here it pops in SE. What's the shortcut to do it? Well, you're supposed to notice that the number is being repeated. The 23 is being repeated. So you either need to, if there was an addition here, you would add these two numbers. If it was a subtraction, you would subtract the two numbers. So it is a subtraction. 10 minus 4 is 6. That's the shortcut way to do it. The other way that some students find themselves doing it is multiplying this, multiplying that, subtracting, then dividing, then figuring out the 6. But I'm going to waste time. You're only getting 1 mark for this question. So you're supposed to spot that. Do you know what the name of this is called? This is called the distributive law. I didn't really need to know that name. And let's go number 6. Let's go. All you doing an excellent job so far. Big up the chat. 348 people inside here right now. 4 squared minus the square root of 81. Am I going too fast? Well, 4 squared minus the square root of 81. Oh, never know it by distributive law. Well done. 4 squared, anytime you see this little 2 above a number, it means to multiply the number by itself. So 4 times 4 is 16. And you see this sign, that means find the square root. So that's like the opposite of squaring. Square root of 81, what number multiplies by itself to give us 81? That's 9. So this is really 16 minus 9. And 16 minus 9 is 7 all day long. Oops, somebody have 8 in the chat. I'm not going to say who, but I saw 8 pop up there. But big up everybody who putting out an answer, correct or wrong. 3 minus 3 sevenths. So this is a quickie. Most of you all would be able to do this one in your mind. Can you do this in your mind? In your mind, you're doing this one. And your answer will be there. Three minus 3 sevenths. 2 and 4 sevenths is excellent. 2 and 4 sevenths is good. You could think of it, and I find when I'm dealing with students, they love this method. This is what happens in their mind. Tell me if this is what happened in your mind. You could think of it like the 3 split into a 2 and a 1. And this is really 1 minus 3 sevenths. So we're just using this 1 to change it to the fraction. So this is like 7 over 7 minus 3 sevenths. That making sense? 7 over 7 minus 3 sevenths. So that's like 4 sevenths there. So you still have the 2 coming down from before. So you have the 2 and 4 sevenths, which is a mixed number. 2 and 4 sevenths. Yeah, that's exactly what happened in your mind there. Like 1 came off of that, boom, bang, bang. Yeah. So that's good. That's a good way to think of these types of questions. They come very regularly. That quick subtraction of fractions in the first part of your essay paper. Calculate total value of bills and coins below. We're going pretty quick. What this session will do is allow you, the student or your parent or whoever, guardian, to see where you are at in essay right now and how much work needs to be done. We'll be live every Sunday at 1 p.m. I will be giving out the paper that we're going to do next week Sunday in the Google Classroom. If you want to join the Google Classroom, just WhatsApp the number in the description to join. Wow, you're working real fast, boy, Kyle, boy. This Griffin character working speedy. He's the first one I've seen most of the times. Kaylee and them getting it through. Total number. So I would do like this. I'm literally showing you what I'm thinking. 50 and 20 are doing the big numbers first now. 20, and so that's 75, 76, 77, 78. So I have 78 in the dollars. And 10 and 10 make 20, 25. And let me throw a 5 on that too. So that's 25 and 25 make 50 cents altogether. So they want the answer in dollars. So you're not going to don't do this, 78 and then put 50 cents. No. You need to pay attention to the units. They have the units they have here. Did I say 50 cents? Is it 50 cents? Yes, it's 50 cents because I've seen some people paying 40 now. Right? So $78.50 would look like this, and that's what you expected to put in that answer. Nothing more, nothing less. Multiply 254 by 12. So very quickly you'll do that. 254 multiplied by 12. So some people always question me, and which is the best, even teachers, way to write this. It's whatever float your boat, but you just need to be aware of how your values line up, how your place values line up. So 254 will go there because you multiply by 1, so you can just write that back. 8. Let's go through this. 2 by 4 is 8. 2 by 5 is 10. And 2 by 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 8, 4, 0, 3. And there's no decimal point to move. The decimal point started off on the end here. So your answer is straight up 3048. How is your multiplication? So I don't need to really break down multiplication and talk about how we put the 10 on the outside and we cross the 0 and then we cross the 1. I don't need to talk about that, right? I'll just safe. I think I'll just safe. We're saving all the big explanations for the tougher questions. Insert the missing numbers in the boxes below, right? So this question has a lot of critical thinking involved. Not all the time I'd be able to give you a specific method to just crack this question. You understand? Not all the time I can just give you a method, do this, do this. Sometimes the box may be differently, it might be subtract. Who knows, they might even try one at multiply or something. They might try one at multiply. So we're going in the boxes. Let's call this box A and box B. So in your answer, right, what goes in box A and what goes in box B? What do you think? So let me show you my thinking that will happen. I've seen different numbers passing through there, but maybe different numbers could work. Is it that different numbers can work? Now, the first thing I want to do is just make sure that it's an addition sign here in the exam, right? Don't just take it for granted. Maybe it's a subtraction. All the time they bring in these questions, they bring in addition, but maybe they could train a little subtraction here. So 8 and something to give me 7. 8 already passed 7. So it has to be a number that takes this addition all the way up to 17. The only number that's going to do that is 9. 9 and 8 is 17. So I'm sure that this is 9. There's nothing else that can go there because I need a 7 to remain here. So if it was 17, the 7 goes there and the 1 will travel across here to be added to whatever I have here. So it's 1 plus something plus 3. I know this cannot be a number that like 9 or anything because that will only make 12. So it has to be a number that just adds 1, 3, and 1 and 3, and I get 7. Now, this is the first question I've seen in the chat with one star different answers. So this is a tricky question, parents. It's starting to rain here. But y'all should practice more of this question. If you look at the chat, watch until you see one star different answers. You'll understand what happened in here. 1 plus 3 plus something gives me 7. And that number for sure is 3. Because this is 1 and 3 make 4 and 3 make 7. So what goes in the boxes? 3 and 9. In that order. Any questions on this one? Y'all want next one? Y'all want me just segue and just pan next one quick here and see if y'all can do it on the side? Try our next one real fast. So let's say, and I have this calculator here. I have a brand new calculator here. And y'all do not use calculators in your SEA exam, but a calculator might come in handy for y'all when you're passing secondary school. I think I should give away that calculator at the end. Maybe somebody who gets one of the hard questions first. What y'all think? Let me know. So I'm going to put one in the chat. I have 4. I'm going to give you all a quick one. 4. And let's put the box here instead. And let's say I have 5, and let's put a box here instead. And the answer that I'm getting is 1, 0, 5, 3. Let's go. What will go in box A and what will go in box B? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, give away the calculator. All right. Remind me when you reach one of the harder questions. If the screen looking blurry on your end, you need to increase the resolution. Some of you all may be wondering how people seem so clean, but yours blurry. Increase the resolution. Go on these settings. There's a little gearbox icon most of the times. You go on these settings and you raise the resolution. All right, the quality. Patrice has it there. And I see in 8 and 5, 8 and 15. 15 can go in a box. 8 and 5, you all feeling is 8 and 5? Is addition? Yes, is addition. Good question. Good question. I wanted this one to be addition. What do you think it is? Wow, we have 422 students here. 8 and 5. Everybody's saying 8 and 5. So we need this to add up to make 3. And clearly, 5 is more than 3. So what we gonna do? I am thinking to maybe if I make this 9, I'll get 9 and 5 is 14. So if I make this 8, I'll get 8 and 5 is 13. And I'll be able to get my 3 coming there. But don't forget a 1 will travel across there. I realize some of you are forgetting to bring the 1 across in these kind of questions. So 1 plus 5 plus something gave us 5. Notice how 1 and 5 already cross 5. That's 6. So the only way I could get back this 5 is if I go into the teens by adding something maybe like 9. 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15. So the 5 will go here. And the 1 will travel across there. 1 plus 4 plus 5 and 10. And you could always just double check over the addition to make sure everything is fine and dandy. Big up yourself. So practice them questions. What is the length in centimeters between points A and B? Go, 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 go. Length between points A and B. Press like on the video. Close the live chat. Press like on the video. So what you're thinking? It's in centimeters, so a centimeter should be here. I don't know if Nalini is here. A centimeter should be here. And Samantha. It started here, boy. This one looking a little interesting. It started what? What is that? That is 33.5 because it's midway between the 33 and the 34. And this one is, hey, this is not exactly 38. This come off. This is a little 0.1 extra. So this is like, what you all think that is? That's 38.1. So we really been asked to find what is 38.1 minus 33.5. And if you do that subtraction very quickly, you see this turns to 7, this turns to 1, you borrow. Well, you're not borrow, and you're taking because they're never giving it back. 5 from 11, 6, 7 take away 3 is 4, 3 take away 3 is 0. So this is 4.6, which is what most people have in the chat. Another way you could see it is like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and there's a tiny little 1 there, and there's 5 here. So this is 4, and 1 plus 5 is 6, so 4.6. How many of you all do it that way? In your mind, you just watch 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 0.5, 0.1, 0.6, 4.6. You all do it that way? Big up yourself, Strawberry Gill. Well done, well done. So we're going good so far. You're all mashing up the easy questions. The time is shown below on an analog clock. Write down the time on the digital clock. Now, believe it or not, there are plenty grown people walking around this place called Trinidad and Tobago, and they really know how to tell time on an analog clock and thing. So if you're struggling, don't feel too bad. Just try and figure it out. So 250. One thing about this chat, those stickers are going to ride us. This chat don't stick. This chat don't stick. This chat don't stick. I talking and answer just flying. Well done. So 2:50. So 1, 2 o'clock. It's in between 2 and 3, so it's 2 something. We're gonna need the minute hand to help pull us out and see what's going on here. That's the hour hand now. So the minute hand is the longer hand. So this is each division is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's 2:50. But the fastest way to do this would just be to what happens when I watch a clock now, boy? I watch a seat in between 2 and 3, so I know it's 2 something, and I see it's like 10 to the hour, so I know it's 60 minus 10, 50. In my mind, that's what went on. How many of you all do it that way? You saw it like that. You just watch it and you see it. You're real good at this. You just watch it and 250. Just watch it and smell it and it's 250. The calendar below is ripped at the bottom. What is the date of the 4th Monday? If it's one thing, Natalie, you're probably going to get in this exam on March the 31st, February, March the 31st, is a rip calendar, boy. They're going to rip that calendar for later. I smell it. The calendar below is a rip. What is the date of the 4th Monday? So if they rip the calendar, my advice to you is to unrip it, meaning you start to fall back in your thing. So this will be 12, 13, you know, because 11 finished there. What date is the 4th Monday earlier? Some people saying the 13th. And is that true? We getting problems with this one, parents. Teachers, we getting problems with this one. This answer real varying. I'm bringing this back next week. We're bringing back a calendar earlier next week. We're getting problems with this one. What is the date of the 4th Monday? It's not the 13th, because that's the 2nd Monday. One Monday pass. 2nd Monday, we need to go again. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Are you catching it? This is our calendar works, 19, 20. I saw some 20th, but is that the 4th Monday? Now you might be saying, look, a Monday here, but this Monday has no date on it. You know who Monday this is? What is the month before October? September. Actually, by the way, I just want to tell you all something important that you might need in the rest of your life. Something important to take away. Listen, come close to your screen. Come. October is the best month of the year. This year is my birthday day, October the 6th. October is the best month of the year. I just needed to tell you all that. You might need that in the exam in case they ask you. And also 19, 20, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and Kyle, 26th, 27th. Well done, everybody who said 27. 27. No, don't come and put no February and thing in my chat. Let me see if I can block this person. November people and thing trying to fight up here. And we already established that October is the best. But pay attention to this, people. Pay attention to this. The calendar only has 7 days in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When they rip the calendar, you just continue numbering in order. And pay attention. Don't go and put no 6th and 13th and lose no silly marks if they're asking for the 4th Monday. They could ask you for anything. What's the 3rd Friday? What is the last day of the month? And if they ask you the last day of the month, you need to know how many days in each month. You all know that? Y mean yes, right? So type Y in the chat if you know how many days in each month of the year. Without looking at the back of your book. The solid below is made up of 2 by 2 cubes, right? Find the total volume of the solid. This question can be asked. Now, if you go and watch in the curriculum, they take out volume, and they take out volume. But you see how they put it here with the cubes and adding up cubes and thing? This version of the volume question could still pop down in your paper. So don't go and say no volume and skip all these questions. So what is it? Right, so people know the months of the year. Well, let's see how much people know thing, eh? If you here and you're watching people knowing thing and pelting out answer and you No, you need to study. Take this as a message from God himself to start getting your study game on. I'll count it properly. Think of this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in front. I seen all kind of weird answers. Way. There are 9 2x2 cubes in front. Now this part with the 2x2 may not be asked because you actually need to work out some volume here. There are 9 in the back. So a lot of people have 18 as their answer. Is 18 the final answer, class? Is 18 the final answer if a question come like this? Well, 18 is the answer for the number of cubes because you have 9 in front and you know there will be a next 9 in the back somewhere they hiding out in the back because it's like that, right? But that's not the volume, because what is the volume of 1 cube? And this part would not be asked because that part is out of your syllabus. The volume of 1 cube is side by side or should not be asked. And that's 2 by 2 by 2, which is 8 centimeters cube. Rate out of 10 how much you understand this. Rate out of 10 how much you understand this. So the volume of 1 cube is 8 centimeters cube. And there are 18 cubes. So the total volume, if it's one thing, as a professional in these statements, but the total volume, I was trying to pass through this class without bigging up myself. The total volume is 18 times 8. 18 times 8 is how much? I've seen some not too strong ratings there, so go and organize it yourself. 18 times 8 is how much? Some people had the answers early on. Oh boy, this chat pumping, boy. This chat don't stick. This chat pumping. So we have some 10 out of 10s though. 144. So 8 8s are 64. For the 6 here, 8 by 1 is 8 plus 6, 144. So 144 centimeters cube should be there. 144 centimeters cube. You all got it? So a very interesting question. We're starting to reach into some big boys here. If you just put 18 on this problem, so make sure they didn't have no little tricks in this when they ask you that later this year. Look at the diagram below, right? The two angles which are less than 90 degrees. Cake and ice cream. This is cake and ice cream. In fact, this could get the cake and ice cream picture. Right? Which one it is, Alia? Which one it is? This is cake and ice cream. It don't get easier than this. You're not supposed to be getting these kind of thing wrong. This is supposed to be a little breather. So less than 90, these are called acute angles. And obviously, this is P and R. And just for the sake of revision, so these are an acute angle. This guy is called a what? What is this called? Part A. What is part A called? What is part B called if it does this kind of flipping back thing? So if it crosses the 180 degrees, what is that called? So I did this with my class yesterday. I have an SEA class every Saturday, 9 to 11. That class is basically filled, but we have other SEA classes in the student hub. If you want to join, WhatsApp the number in the description of this video. This is, so we're recapping this yesterday. This is obtuse, of course, and this is reflex. These are things you need to memorize and just have in your back pocket, in your mind, and not in your actual back pocket. Write down the name of the solid that does not have a uniform, the name of a solid, so any solid that could come to mind that doesn't have a uniform cross-section. A solid with a uniform cross-section is called a what? What's the name for a solid with a uniform cross-sections? All solid with uniform cross-sections are called prisms. And an example of this would be like a cuboid, or square-based prism, or rectangular-based prism, or triangular-based prism. cylinders are prisms. But if you want a solid that does not conform to prism-like behavior, you're either going with pyramids or cone. Now, if you put pyramid, I would advise you not just to write pyramid. Although all pyramids are not prisms, but give it a little base now. Make up something now, buddy. So if you say pyramid, say square-based pyramid, right? Or triangular-based pyramid. Any kind of pyramid wouldn't have a uniform cross-sectional area. Why? Think about it. Let's say we have a triangular-based pyramid, right? If I decide to cut this, you'll see in that I will get triangles, but the triangles will be bigger and bigger as I go down. That means the cross-sectional area is not uniform. But if I had something like a cuboid and I decide to cut it along its length, all along the length, I will get the same size of shape. The same shape and the same size. That's the whole thing there with prisms. The whole thing right there. Write down the plane shape that has all the properties be described in the table. You need to put your answer here. If you're seeing your friend in the chat, type Y. If you're seeing somebody you know in the chat, type Y. Make sure and tell your friends though to come and study with you every Sunday here on YouTube. This is absolutely free. Anybody could join. Anybody could jump in. If you want to get the paper before, WhatsApp the number in the description in this video and you could join the Google Classroom and we'll send the paper to you before and we let people correct it and thing. And that's only $25 a week. So $100 a month. So I want something with 2 pairs of parallel sides, A. From the time I see this, the answer is A. Because this don't have no parallel sides. This have 1 pair of parallel sides. This is the only guy with 2 pairs of parallel sides. Number of pairs of equal sides, 2 pairs of equal sides, 2 lines of symmetry, which is this and this. So A is the answer. This was the next cake and ice cream. You could put the cake and ice cream here too. The pictograph below shows the favorite ice cream flavors by 60 students. How many students does this represent? So pictographs can come in like about, I think I did it with my classes, like 4 different styles that SCA bring. This is one of these styles. So they'll give you the total number and then ask you to find out how many students, how many things the key represent. Well, you could count it up. I see 6, I seen 6 and I seen 5. Which one you all think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Half and half make 12. So there are 12 cones, and 12 cones represent 60 students. So if 12 cones represent 60 students, finding for one, you know it's a division process. So it's going to be 1 cone. And remember, I'm teaching you maths and English. So if you see any bad English here, I apologize. Apologize, teachers. I apologize, parents. 60 divided by 12 is 5. I tried my best. Students. So 5 students was correct. Big up the chat. This chat don't stick. Number 19. Are you find it too fast? Or there's good pace? The tally chart below shows the favorite subjects by a class of 25 students. Name the subject that represents the mode. More cake and ice cream. More cake and ice cream here. Anytime they give you a mode, they smile when they see these questions with mode. Mode? You mean they just want us to tell us which one is the most? Mode. History, right? Because this one are the most, so history. This specifically has 5 plus 4 this is 9. This one is 8. This one is 7. This one is 6. It was a countdown here, but let's do the next one, number 20. The table below. Anytime I see a cake and ice cream question, if I add emojis, I can put cake and ice cream. The table below, or cake, the table below shows the, I can get the cake emoji. The table below shows the number of cars sold in 4 weeks. Calculate the mean number of cars. Mean. This one is not cake and ice cream because you actually had to do some calculations and things. So the mean number of cars sold, I guess this is on a weekly basis. And we're going to have to add up and thing by. Yeah, look, Giovanna, get the cake emoji there. Adding up fun and games. Let me see if anybody get the mean before I do. I think I've seen somebody say 29 already. How are you doing this so fast, boy? Because this is a brand new paper. This is a paper that I created based off. Well, we need us in the student have created these papers based off of the last 5 years of exams. So it's a really good paper for testing how good the student is. So these people add this up and divide so fast, boy. How much shall I get? 116. So 1 plus 3 plus 2, that's 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 plus 2. 3 plus 2 plus 2, that's 5, 6, 7. And 4 is 11, 116. And then you divided 116 by 4. Well, 4 divided by 116 is indeed 29. And we get that so fast because 4 could go into 125 times and 4 could go into 16 4 times. So you add the two together. Or you can say 4 into 11 is 2, remainder 3. Yep. And then 4 into 36 is 9. 29, big up on yourself. So it was cake and ice cream. Cake and ice cream. So what you all think about the first 20 questions? You all have the first 20 questions in your essay exams done. You're feeling confident about that. We're starting to go into some more challenging stuff now. You all know it is section 1, section 2, section 3. The numbering in this will be a little different than what you had seen in your exam because remember the syllabus changed a little bit, the framework changed. 26 paper clips fit exactly along the length of a table. Each paper clip has a length of 3.5 centimeters. What is the calculated total length of the table? These questions there is a trick. Whether they put it as posts, fence posts, and things connecting the fence posts, or sometimes they put light poles and you have the electrical wires. They have these questions come in all kind of different ways. And there's a trick to these questions that you always need to keep in mind. Now, oh, I was wrong. The 26 paper clips here each have the length of 3.5. So this is not the lamppost question. This is an easy question. More cake and ice cream again. Then read the question properly. 26 paper clips. So yeah, this is just the normal paper clips. And you have 26 of them. So this is a multiplication question. There's no trick to this. 26 times 3.5. This is just multiplying. I'll just go through for those who need a little extra push. And I'm seeing 91 running things here. 3 by 6, 18. Or you can tell me if I make a mistake anywhere along the way. Notice how I just automatically put the 8 here and put the 1 there one time, right? 3 by 2, 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's this number came as a result of multiplying the 3, and that's why I line up the place values like this. It makes it easy. 5 by 6 is 30. So I'll put the 0 here and I'll put the 3 here to be added. And 5 by 2 is 10 all day, every day. But don't forget to add back the 3. So that's 13. And now I'm getting 0, 1, bring over extra 1. I'm getting 1 because 8 and 3 is 11. And 1 plus 7 plus 1 is 91. This is 910. But if I watch carefully, I'll notice that there's a point that I brought out like this. So I'll need to bring it back. You all know how to do multiplication with decimal points. So this is 91.0 or 91 centimeters is correct. Let's get another one. 22. A bottle contains 150 mLs or milliliters of orange juice. Carl drank 135 milliliters of the orange juice. What about Kyle? What about Carl, boy? what percentage of orange juice is left in the bottle? So this is our first percentage question here, is it? This is the first percentage question we do for the day. What percentage? What percentage? Deep, tap, boom. Cake and ice cream, says Brianna. Well, G done. 450 minus 135. Why am I subtracting? Because he drank this and they're asking how many was left. So I'm subtracting. Put a 4 there, put a 1 there. I need to borrow. Well, take. 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 from 4 is 1. 1 from 4 is 3. 315. That's not the answer. They want it as a percentage. They want 315 mLs. This is how much left after big man drink down some. He didn't drink down that much, you know. He only drink down a little bit. He drink down at 135. And it was about 450. So he drank down 135 and now it's at 315. And then I want to know what percentage that is. So you're going to put the percentage remaining. The percentage left is equal to 315 divided by 450 multiplied by 100 over 1. Before you just multiply everything willy-nilly, I'm seeing some 5s and thing here to help out our brother to do some crosses and thing now. So let's cross 5 into this is 20. 5 can go into this. 5 into 45 is 9. Yeah, boy, 9, boy. So, doing that, I could also cross out a 0 there. Or maybe I should cross out the 5 and then see what's happening. Let's cross out a 0 here. Can 3 go into this? I'm not too sure if 9 could go into this, but I'm pretty certain that 3 can go into this number because I'm seeing this is 3 plus 1 plus 5. If I add up the individual digits, that's how we know if it's divisible by 3. 1 and 5 is 6 plus 3 is 9. So I'm gonna do the same thing and break down 3 here. 3 into 9 is 3. Or reduce, as we say, and 3 into 315 is 1, and 3 into 15 is 5. So I have 105. And I'm seeing another 3 here, and I'm seeing this is 105. So you can break down again. Y'all see that? You understanding what I'm doing? This part not boring here, right? Boring here. I mean, yeah, they do it. So 3 into 3 is 1, and 3 into 105. 3 into 10 is 3, remainder 1, so 35. And now we just have a solid 35 and a 2, because this has boiled down to a 1. There's a 1 here. The only thing that's left unscathed is the 35 and the 2. So 35 times 2 is 70. And that's the percentage. So that's how you work out percent. You put the value for the total and you multiply by 100. 70% was good. And you all got that really fast. I find you all speedy, and that's important. Good job. At least the people who answering. It's 400 and something people here, and I'm not too sure all 400 answering. Kieran, everything good, brother? Kind. Liana, are you getting all these questions? Candice filled containers with chocolates and numbered the containers in order in which they were filled. She ran out of chocolates. How many of you like chocolate here? You know, I was not too big fan of chocolate in secondary school, young adult, but when I was your age, there was this special chocolate that used to sell cheap. I think they used to sell it for 50 cents. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of that chocolate. Jet. Yes, yeah. The chocolate boss must. Let me get a picture of it. Have you ever see this? This chocolate. Right? I used to overdose on that soul, yes. That Jet used to get killed off. I used to taste real good, at least back in the days. But now I'm not too big on chocolate. And chocolate ice cream is something that you mustn't taste. Chocolate ice cream. Can this fill containers with chocolates and now is chocolate ice cream even ice cream? Can this fill containers with chocolates and number the containers in order in which you fill? She ran out of chocolates in the packet. She packed the 386th chocolate in container 16. Container 16 was not completely filled. How many chocolates were in container 16? Now, this is modeled after a certain question that a lot of complaints came out of when this question popped in exams in 2021, I believe. Yeah, boy. This question had a lot of problems. And I've seen people putting any answers, though. A man say Hershey's on top. No, that Naya. How many chocolates were in the container 16? Well, we assuming that she filled containers with chocolates and number the containers in order in which she filled. She ran out of chocolate and she packed 386 chocolate. I don't know. So this question here have a problem. There isn't enough information to come about something real clean. And if that happens, just take some of the best assumptions you can. In SCA, like once in every 4 years or so, there's a troublesome question that probably shouldn't be in the paper. Don't let it make you frightened and forget all the other questions. Maybe there's a little problem in how the question was stated. So when she packed the 386th chocolate in container 16, container 16 was not completely filled. So we have to assume that we have 15 evenly filled containers. You all understand? We have 15 evenly filled containers. You all understand why I say that? Container 16 was not completely filled, but all the rest filled and filled up evenly. This question problematic for y'all, because remember the 16 containers here were not, the 16 container wasn't filled properly now. But read the question. But that would mean to me that the first 15 full up good. So what I'm going to do is divide. Well done, so I saw that somewhere, Claudius. I'm going to divide Sandy. I'm going to do that. I'm going to divide the 386 by 15 and see what's the first whole number I could get. I'm going to do that and see what happens. So 386 divided by 15. So I could test it. So I could say, well, 15 by 15 is 225. So maybe 15 by 20. 15 by 22. Maybe 15 by 22, I guess in here. 15 by 22 is 30 and 30, 330. So maybe 15 by 24. You understand what I'm doing? Instead of dividing, I can do the division as well, but instead of doing the division, I'm just doing some random multiplication to see which one is the first whole number I'll get. So I got 300, I got 30 and 30 just now when I did that. If I do two more, I'll get an additional 30. I get 360. So I need to go a little bit more. I wonder if this is making sense. This making sense? I will try 25. 15 by 25. I'll get my 30 here, and I get my 5 5s at 25, 5 2, 75. I'm getting 375. Is that correct? How y'all feeling about that? I've seen people put in the answer. So what is telling me is, this is telling me that the first 15 containers each have 25 chocolates jets in them. And 15 times 25 is 375. And the last container didn't quite fill up yet because it reached 386. If it had filled up, how much it would have? If it had filled up the 15, it would be on like 390. 75 and 15 is 390. But it stopped on 386. So to find out how much was left over, it's 386 minus the 275 and 11, which I'm seeing all over the chat, is the answer. So 11 chocolates left. So take a look at this question. I don't think they'll bring back a question like this. They could bring back a question like this, but it will be better phrased. Jane collected 56 seashells. She has 4/9 the number of seashells that Dolly collected. How many seashells did they collect all together? Kyle, what was your question, bro? I see Kyle said I didn't answer his question. Let me see if I could find Kyle's question here. So many comments. Yes. Yeah, Kyle. That's a good method. Jane collected 56 seashells. She has 4/9 the number of seashells that Dolly collected. How many seashells did they collect altogether? Some people may be furiously working on this. You want to see what can I do to see the question clearer? You need to raise the quality on your end. It may be on a low resolution. You have to raise it. The resolution can go very high to 1080p. So if you're getting low resolution problems, that's on your end. You could raise the resolution. So she has 4/9 the number of seashells that Dolly collected. So Jane number of seashells is represented by 4/9. Yeah. So she has 4/9 the number of seashells that Dolly collected. So 4/9 is or represented by 56 seashells. Right. I've seen people doing the inversion thing in the chat. Well done. So if you want to find how much is at the whole, that will be Dolly, because Jane has 4/9 of Dolly. How much Dolly collected? We're into the tough questions now, tougher questions. So stay with me. Don't get frustrated and run away. This is the part you need to really study at. 4/9, the number of seashells that Dolly collected is what Jane has. That sounds a little confusing, right? But Jane has 4/9, so Dolly has the whole. So we need to find for the whole. Anytime you're finding for the whole for one, we can do an inversion technique. Just multiply by the inverted fraction here, the reciprocal. Or you could find for 1, meaning you divide this by 4 and you find 1/9, and then you multiply by 9 to find 9/9. Whatever way floats your boat. How many times can 4 go into this number? 1 remain. 1 and 4 came across here. So 1 and a 1 came across here. So it's 14. How much is 14 times 9, class? 9 4s are 36. 9 1s are 9 plus. So this is 126. Is this the final answer? Is this the final answer? No, because they asked how many they have all together. So we just found out how many Jane has, because that was given. And we find using the whole how many Dolly has. So the total number of seashells would be the 126 plus the 56, giving me 6 and 6 is 12. 5 and 3 is 8, 182. And I've seen that sparking all over the chat. Well done. 188 seashells altogether is correct. Let's keep it rolling. The diagram below shows Alex and Bob in a race. Congratulations for staying so attentive on a Sunday when you could be rock back sleeping and thing. You're doing some maths here with me, trying to improve your scores and stuff for essay. That's a good job. The diagram below shows Alex and Bob in a race. Alex is at the finish line, whereas Bob is 13 and 3/7 meters behind. Wow. What is the total distance from the start to the finish line? Go. Well, this is one of those questions where they give you a diagram with information, and then the words of the question has more info. So you kind of need to complete both. So I would take the info from the words and put it here, because they're saying that Bob is 13 and 3/7 behind the finish line with Alex. So I should put 13 and 3/7 here and put a little thing here. And now if they ask me from start to finish, I could just add these two together, which is cake and ice cream. Or you could put some cake and ice cream emoji there. You might be saying, this is fractions. This is a cake and ice cream. Yeah, because I'm seeing 3 7s here and 4 7s here. What does that mean? 3 and 4 make 7 7s, which makes 1. This fraction and this fraction would add to 1, and you could, I'm sure there are some people here who saw that in your mind. If you saw that in your mind, type me. I saw that in my mind. So that's 1 plus 3 make 4 plus 6 make 10, 20, and another 40 makes 60. I can add it up in my mind like that, or I could say 46 plus 13 plus the 1, and I would eventually get 60 here as well. 60 meters is good to go. Nice. Let's go on to number 25. We're going good. We're going good. We're going good. A little get tired. Rate your energy out of 10. How much energy you have out of 10? How much more maths you could do? I always use y'all as my yardstick because you know I could go. I want to go until 7 o'clock. If you last 7 o'clock revision, long revision session we could go from 1 to 7 every Sunday. Earlier for that. And you notice I didn't pay end time when I was talking about this. The prices of 3 different clothing items are shown below. We have a pants for sale. We have a t-shirt. We have a dress. 2 out of 10, Christopher. Valerie is 2 out of 10. 8 out of 10, Zuriel, 10. People say no. all right. Maybe before, we wouldn't do a 1 to 7 session, no. But maybe coming up to the exam. When we need ending a March going up to the exam and we're doing some last revision. All you would be up to doing a 1 to 7, like right before the exam. I mean, not right before the exam, but like on the Sunday or 2 before the exam, and a nice long session. I'll live for that. Let me know if I'll live for that. Fiona bought the clothing items below shown in the table below. Complete the table. Complete the table. What now? There's a free max. Is this a cake and ice cream? Well, the cost of the pants, I'm just going to write it in here. This is 70. I'm seeing 140 here. I feel in a kind of ice creamish vibes here. I feel it. That's when like some cake and ice cream to me, because if the pants is 70 and the total was 140, that had to be a 2. I have to be a 2. And if the t-shirt was, all right, I agree to do the long session before exam, right? Everybody saying yes, 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 yes. Hey, Kyle saying that. Maybe that's right before. Tamara say yes. Not at 7 hours, at 6 hours. 1 to 7, 6 hours. T-shirts, how much is, hey, problems here, boy. Problems here, because they leave out the t-shirt. So how we could know what to put here? Well, we have something for them. Let me zoom in on this. By the way, the cost of one t-shirt was 25 and the cost of one dress was 85, right? So it was 85 times 2. Give me 170. So that's good. But how are we going to get what going on there? Let's see. Let us see. Well, this is a missing number. And all these numbers added up to give me a total here. So I could say, maybe I could add up these two and subtract. I feel like that makes sense. So 140 plus 170 make, 407 is 11. Put the 1 there, 310. I'm on 310 so far. Hey, I see people saying minus the 170. Yeah, the minus the 170 plus the 142. So 310. So this is 385 minus the 310 for the that you paid in the pants and the dress. Some money was spent in pants and some money was spent in the dress. Or dresses. And so we subtract and we should be in the game there. I feel like a 75 look like a good thing to put. So this is 75. And now we watch how much for one t-shirt? 25. And I end up paying 75. Cake and ice cream come back again. Cake and ice cream. 75 divided by 25 is 3. 27. 27. One number questions you all feel we should go up to today. Should we do all the questions that we have here? We have 40 something questions. We already do all of these. Woo, we do real plenty questions, boy. We have 40 something questions. Should we do all? All you feeling? All could work. If we do all, if we're doing all is like we halfway-ish. Mr. Singh gave the following questions to students. 0.7, yeah, people saying do all. 0.7 plus 0.3. 0.7 plus 0.3. 0.7 plus 0.3. I think that one, I can just put that in. Oh, Paul wrote this. Sam wrote that. Using words or diagrams, explain whose answer is correct. Well, 0.7 is, you want me to use a little diagram or something so I could maybe draw something and split it into 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And no, I don't want to split it into 7 parts. I want to split it into 10 parts. That's why I want to split it into 10 parts, class. Because 0.7 is 7 out of 10, and so I think that's 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of those 10 parts, how much should I shade? How much should I shade? I should shade 7. So I have 7/10 here plus, why is this so big? I have 7/10 here plus 0.3. And I give them back the 10 spot here. I mean, there's many ways to do this, but I want to be as thorough as possible. Give them a little extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 parts. And now we have to shade the remaining 3 parts. So this is 3/10. And we add up this, we get 1 whole, which is equal to 1.0. Therefore, who is correct? Sam is correct. So what happened to Paul? Why? Paul must mix up the decimal points. Paul mixed up the decimal points. Consider the fractions 2/3 and 2/5. The numerators are the same, but the denominators are different. Now, when you're drawing stuff in essay, use a ruler. Use the ruler that your mother buy for you. You consider 2/3 plus 2/5. Oh, wait. Consider fractions 2/3 and 2/5. The numerators are the same, but the denominators are different. Using words or diagrams again to explain your answer, are the two fractions equal to each other? Well, we hit them with diagrams again. And the reason I like to use this diagram is because you should be comfortable with this diagram in SEA, because it's the diagram that you will use to explain your unequal sharing question when it pops. So I will divide this one into 5 parts. So 5 parts, and I'll divide this one into 3 parts. And I will proceed to shade, both of them are the same size rectangle, 2/3, and then I will shade 2/5. 2/3, 2/5. All right. So 2/5 from the diagram, 2/5 is less than 2/3. They are not equal. Now let me show you another way that may help you to secure the bag on this question. Right, they're not equivalent. Very good, Jordan. Very good. Big up you. I see any madness there. I see any madness. So that's the other way. If we creating equivalent fractions, and how do you create equivalent fractions? I was doing this with my class yesterday. Creating equivalent fractions. Let me just take a pause to just tell the new people what happened, what you all missed in the beginning. Time, we start 1 p.m. every Sunday. The plan, we're going straight till exams come. And not paying us ending time, so it's like 1 p.m. till, sometimes we might go 1 to 2, sometimes we might go 1 to 3, sometimes we planning to go a long session. We might go a long session near the exam 1 to 7 or something. If you want more meaning, if you want to join the Google Classroom and get the the sample paper that we're going to do on Sunday, before I do it, you just WhatsApp this number. And it's $100 per month. That breaks it down to like $25 per week. And when you join this Google Classroom, you'll also be able to do it, submit it, get it corrected, and delivered to you back on Saturday. So when you come in Sunday, you just stunt in with your revision. That is a strong way to revise. A very strong way to revise, where you do the work and you get it corrected and then you review it. That's a very strong way to revise. So, and I think that's a very, very good price for that. If you want even more, meaning if you want to join my official lessons where a lot of these students are from, or the student hub lessons, you can WhatsApp this same number and tell them you want to join the full class. That is $300 per month. And that has a class every Saturday and homework, and you'd have access to me and other teachers and other tutors and that kind of thing. All right, so that's that. And we're planning to do a giveaway at the ending here too. So look out for that. We're going to give away a calculator. Next week we might give away something. Maybe I might give away something every week. It depends on how the giveaways run. A jar contains, we rail into the fractions, sweat here, boy. Are we doing equivalent fractions? Did we finish with the equivalent fractions? Oh, geez, I didn't finish with the equivalent fractions earlier. Creating equivalent fractions. To create equivalent fractions, we need to use, that's correct, Liana and Jalen. We need to use the, and Brittany and Ting and Samaya, and a whole bunch of people were saying it. We need to use the LCM earlier. So the LCM. So the LCM of 2/3 and 2/5 is 15. So I can make 15 here. And then I'll ask myself, how much times 3 needs to be multiplied by multiple? What factor of 15 do I need to multiply 3 by to get 15? And the answer is 5. So if I'm doing a 5 multiplication on the denominator, it's 2 by 5 here. So this is 10. That's how we create equivalent fractions. Why is in the chat if you know that? Why mean yes? Type Y for yes if you know, you understand this. If you don't, review your fractions. So the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So I'll put that 15 here again. 5 could go into 15 now 3 times. This time I want to multiply 2 by 3, which is 6. And from this, we can see that 6 over 15 is less than 10 over 15 because the denominators are the same now. And you can write that because the denominators are the same. Therefore, 2/5 is less than 2/3 and they are not equal to each other. So you need to for sure in this question answer we'll go through this and say all of this and then answer the question they ask. Are the 2 fractions equal to each other? No, they are not equal. You understand? Make sure you answer the question that they asked. Why just mean yes? I'm in a class right now. Yeah. Number 29. A jar contains red and blue beads. In the jar, 65% of all of the beads are blue. All of the blue beads and 60% of the red beads are used in the art project. I've seen people dip in. Or you stay with, I know you don't like the fractions question, but these are the questions that will secure the bag, would raise your percentage in the maths exam and essay. Watch it, read the question, see if you can do this question. Go up to 30. Stop on 30. Oh, is the answer? As the answer, a jar contains red and blue beads. In the jar, 65% of the beads are blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. 65% of them are blue. And 60%, all of the blue beads and 60% of the red beads are used in an art project. Calculate the percentage of beads that were used in the art project. How are we doing this? Or they telling me to stop on 30. How are we doing this question earlier? Woo, how are we doing this? Anybody have any answer for this? If you're seeing the board blurry or me blurry, you need to change the settings down there. go and raise a resolution, the quality of the stream to 1080p, and it will show clean and crystal. A man says, stop on 30, please, sir. It's a Sunday and I want to enjoy it while it lasts. All right, I've seen some answers starting to trickle into the chat now. 86%. Anybody agree with them? Island Vibes are saying that as well. So let me go. Let me see what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 65% of the beads are blue. All the blue beads, so the whole 65% of the beads and 60% of the red beads are used in the project. Wait. How much percent of the beads are red? If 65% of the beads are blue, how much percent of the beads are red? Well, 100 minus 65 is 35%. So I'm thinking 35% of the beads are red. That's good. So they're saying all the blue beads and a certain percentage of the red beads were used in the project. How much of the red beads? So we're going to take this full 65%. That's used. But we can't take this full 35%. We have to take 60% of the red. Now, I don't want to write, okay, I could write this. I could write 60% of the red, right? But when I'm working out this, I may enter some difficulties. I may end up multiply. I may end up multiplying these two and I'll end up with a big number. I really want 0.6 multiplied by 35, or better yet, let's write it as 60 over 100 multiplied by 35%. That making sense to y'all? That making sense to y'all? Tamara, see you see it's starting to feel easy now. So 65% of the blue beads, 35% of the red beads. But what we gonna for the project, we're only gonna use 60% of them, which is 60 over 100 of the 35%. So 60 over 100 times 35. We could do a little cross out here. 5 could go into this 2 times, 5 could go into this 7 times, 2 could go into this 6, and get 3 by 7. Is that 21% of the final? Do you agree with that? So in real, 21% of all the beads, which represents 60% of the red beads, plus the 65%, because all the blue beads get used. So the total percentage, and I want you all to really examine this question. It's a little confusing. The total is 65 plus 21 is 86%, which is what some people had and is the correct answer. I'm going to just repeat it one more time really quick. 65% of the beads are blue. That's 65% of the blue beads. All the blue beads and 60% of the red beads were used in an art project. This is a beautiful question. A beautiful question. 60% of the red beads. The red beads represent 35%. And we found that by minusing the 65% of the beads that were blue. So 100 minus 65 is 35%. So it means when you're watching all the beads, 65% of them are blue, 35% of them are red. But we only allowed to use 60% of the red beads. So work out that as a percentage, do 60 over 100 and multiply by the 35. You will get 21% of the total amount of beads, which represent the amount of red beads used in the project. So you add up the things that I've shaded in green, and you get 86%. Let's move on. Look at that question. If it's giving you a problem, double check it, do it again, go and check up your fractions. Harry read a book over a period of 6 days. The number of pages read follows a pattern as shown in the table below. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying to stop at number 30, stop at number 30, stop at number 30. If we stop at number 30, we would have taken an hour and about 30 minutes. Let me see if we can push to 35 now. What do y'all think? Push to 35. Harry read a book over a period of 6 days. I know I have school in the morning, I think, but I mean, SCA now, SCA. The number of pages read follows a pattern as shown in the table below. The number of pages read on days 5 and day 6 is not shown. Okay. A little pattern taking place here by Harry boy. So what happening here? Let me see. The first thing you want to examine with patterns. What's the first thing you look for in a pattern, people? To check and see if an addition is taking place, not so? Wait. It's a subtraction. How much less he reading every day? Let's see. What's the difference between these two? Can you all pick out a difference? I think I'm seeing that there's a difference of 7 here. And then there's a difference of 7 plus 7 plus, there's a difference of 8 here. Then there's a difference of what? 9? This man reading 1 less book every day. Well, he read 9 less this day, then he read 8 less, then he read 7 less. So that's what you would be looking at. How many of you all understand that that's the first thing you look for in a pattern, in these SEA patterns? So I think I may try to push through to the end. If you have to leave, if you can't survive, if your brain frying up and thing and you're sizzling, you can come back and check it. But I feel I should push through to the end because it has some serious students in here who want to push through to the end and get a revision game on. And I feel like I'll hold it down with the fighting squad. Me and the fighting squad holding it down to the end. So if we're going down 6, we'll end up with maybe 24. We're going down again. Well, 1 less, we're going down to 5. We will end up with 19. So should I put 24 and 19 here? No. Every time you get an answer, always read back the question and make sure you answer what they really asked you to. Other than not shown, they didn't really ask me to write this. They asked me how many pages were read together. We were supposed to add up. 45. So the exams for the Form 5, those students in secondary school, there's a January exams that came for them. Those who wanted to do it in January, and the maths paper came and I did the solutions for them. Was it 2 days ago? And there was a question that I didn't read out everything, and I left out a tiny part of the question. I had to do it at the end of the recording. So always remember to read it. In maths, there's a lot of reading. So let's see if we can add this quickly. 9 and 7 make 6, and 4 make 20. So 9 and 7 make 16, I should say, and 4 make 20, and 9 make 29. So let's put a 9 there. Let's put a 2 here, and somebody tell me it adds up to 209. Maybe they are correct, maybe they are wrong. Let's see. So 5 plus 5, I'm looking for easy stuff to add, plus another 1 and 4 make 5. So that's 15 plus another 5 make 20. So 209 is correct. Brilliant. 209 is good. So there are 209 pages in all. How many do we need to divide by? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no, you don't need to divide. They just want to know how many you read in all. 209 pages. 209 is correct. Well done. So now, let me just write this here. For the fighters. If you're tired, you could cap out. If you're tired, you could cap out now. That's okay. Press like on the video. Come back and watch it tomorrow or some other day. But we're going to go down. We're going now into the hard questions now. These are the questions that you really need to pay some attention to when you're revising, right? Let's go. Anybody staying till the end? If you're staying to the end, type I'm staying to the end. Let's go. I am staying to the end. Let's go. What is the area of the shaded figure below? Whew. There are some people tapping out. We still have some people begging me to stop. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm staying to the end. I'm staying to the end. Ethan, big up yourself. Giovanna, all these people, staying. We still have a lot of staying people here, man. Right. The staying people have me very happy. We still have some people begging me to stop, though. So I'm begging you, stop. I'm not stopping. All right, let me go. I like how this person said, I'm staying to the end, in brackets. Try. I'm staying to the end. Try. Fighters, let's go. Let's go. What is the area of the shaded region? Anybody have an answer to this yet? Anybody working it out? Maybe you'll want me to zoom in a little more. There's a little trick in this question. It's not as easy as it thing. We have a little issue here, but all are shaded as well. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Half and half make 21. Half and half make 22. Half and half make 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's half and half make 29. Is that the answer? Is 29 the answer, class? Is 29 the answer? No, there are only 29 squares, not blocks. There are only 29 squares. That's not the answer. That's not what the access. The access for the area. So some of you have seen 2 here and have seen some multiplication by 2 taking place. Should I multiply by 2? No. I should find out the area of one block of 1 square. Area of a square is not 2. The area of a square is side by side earlier. It's 2 by 2. 2 by 2. The area of one of this square is actually 4 cm squared. So therefore, the total area is 29 times 4. And 29 times 4 is how much? 29 times 4 is not 58. Good, are you here now? It must be Trinidad. I teach in a maths class and them trying to buy scrap iron all battery right now. 29 times 4 is how much, class? 116 is correct. 116 centimeters squared is the answer. What you all feel about that? Are you all lost marks for this question in the exam, or you have all the marks in the back? Zoop, 32, we go in full speed ahead. For the people who stay until the end, the fighters, we go all the way up till question 44, 45. Whew. Fighters, all you can make that one. The diagram below shows 2 poles and a wooden plank. How much of the wooden plank is needed to reach the pole? Well, this is 5 meters and 45 centimeters. I love it. I love these questions. Free marks by cake and ice cream. 5 meters, 45 centimeters, 6 meters, sorry, here. So how much, let me make sure I'm answering this question correctly. How much of the wooden plank is needed to reach pole B, right? So they're asking me for this little smudgeon here. Well, that's easy because I really just minusing 6 meters from 5 meters and 45 centimeters. Well, if I borrow one of the meters here and put this as 5 meters, this will turn into 100 centimeters. You know that, right? 100 centimeters make 1 meter. So when I subtract this, I will end up with a good, nice 55 centimeters. Because anyway, take it, if I put 55 here, this will add up and make 100, and this 100 centimeters will be 1 meter. Give me the boost. The boost that I need. So it's 55 centimeters. 55 centimeters. We going good. We're on 33 now. We coming down to the end. We coming down. 33. Mr. Kim wants to tile the floor using square tiles, 12 centimeters in length. Oh boy. So square tiles, 12 centimeters in length. There's a trick in this question in that I'm seeing 12 centimeter tiles, which adds up to 144 centimeters squared. But meters are written here. So how many tiles are required to cover the floor? Now, keep in mind, some of these things may not be exactly in your syllabus, but it's good to know them. It will strengthen your maths all around. It may not be in your framework for, remember, from 2020 to 2023, sorry, 2021 to 2023, they switch up the exam a little bit. They didn't switch it up, they removed some stuff. But I'm doing everything. The reason I'm doing everything is because I'm going to leave this video up here for years. And people in the future could still watch it and use it because it cover the entire curriculum, right? So I can split this into 2 rectangles. And if I split this into 2 rectangles, since this whole thing is 5, this part is going to be 2. You all seen that? How did I get this to be 2 meters? Because this is 3 meters. Look across there. It's 3 meters. 3 and 2 make 5. So this is 2 meters. This little smudge here, this little smudge over here will actually be 3 meters because this is 7 and this is 10. So I just added the same subtracting again. I don't want it in meters because the tile that I'm going to tile up this floor with, I'm going to put down some nice porcelain tiles on this floor. The tiles that I'm going to use here are in centimeters. So I could do it in meters and have meter squared and then turn meter squared to centimeter squared, which is a trick that I can show you. I may show you in one of the subsequent videos on our Sunday revision session. But let's just change everything to, are you for that? Let's just change everything to centimeters one time. I could do that. That's not hard. This is like 10 times 100. That's, 1,000 centimeters. 3 times 100 is 300 centimeters. Good. So I could find the area of this rectangle. What's that area of that first rectangle, class? Let's call it the green rectangle. What's the area of the green rectangle? Area of green rectangle. And you'll tell me? Area of green. How many of you are doing it this way? Rectangle. It's going to be 300 times 1,000, which is 300,000 centimeters squared. And now we have our answers in centimeters squared. Good. Then we can find the area of the blue rectangle, which is the area of the blue rectangle. Area of blue rectangle. It's going to be, now keep in mind, wait, this is 300 and this is 200 because we're changing it to centimeters one time to avoid making the units problem. So 300 times 200 is 60,000 because 3 times 2 is 6 and then you have all these zeros here, 4 zeros. 60,000 centimeters squared. So you might be saying, okay, this question going for a good bit of marks. But what's the next step? We have 300,000, we have 60,000, we have 144. What's the next step, sir? Well, we need to add up this and that. So 300,000 to get the total area now, plus the 60,000 gives me 360,000 centimeters squared. And I'm starting to see the answer coming forth now. So if I want to find out, class, how many 144 centimeters squared tiles can fit in 360,000 centimeters squared, which is the area of the whole floor, all I need to do is divide. Wait, how will you get 25? It's not 25. It's not 25 at all. Anybody have an answer yet? This question, and this question, there wasn't a lot of answers in the chat. This was a tough question. And the reason it was tough is because of the meters to the centimeters. The other way to do it would be to find the area of the floor in meters squared, convert the meters squared to centimeters squared by multiplying by 100 times 100. All right, so 2,500. 2,500 is, that sounds good. So the number of tiles. So if we come across something like this again, I'll show you the other method. But right now we're pressing to the end, 144. My method for doing this would be to see that 12 can go into 144 12 times. 12 could go into 36 3 times. So I'll have 30,000. And then consistently break it down. You may not be able to figure out 12 into this immediately. That might be a little chaotic. So I may say, what, 3? 3 into this is 4. And 3 can go into this. 1 0 0 0 0. Yeah, that makes it easy to see there. And then 4 can go into this one time, and 4 can go into 125 times. So I get 2500, and it's broken down all the way here. So that's 2,500 tiles. Now, for those of you who ask me to repeat, here's a trick I want you to write this down. Write this down, students who want to do good in maths. Try when you reach in secondary school or even in your school right now, try not to ask your teacher ever to repeat something. Now you might be saying, what is sir saying? My mother say, if I in here thing, ask the teacher to repeat. No. Try not to ask the teachers to repeat anything. Instead, ask a specific question. Especially in the age of online school, you could always watch over the video and get it repeated for yourself. Why not ask a specific question? And I notice smart students, top students who go on to do really well in SEA, CXC, scholarship, merit, top CXC and thing, they never ask me to repeat stuff. Here what they will do. They will ask me a question like, sir, where does 60,000 centimeters squared come from? It's a different approach. Sir, why are you multiplying this by that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? They never ask me to repeat. You know why? They're trying to find out where they went wrong immediately. They're trying to connect their thinking immediately. You all understand that? So instead of asking to repeat, try asking your teacher a specific question. The first thing that you don't understand, ask them. So maybe you understand, okay, we're working on the area of the, because this is the steps I was using. I was working on the area of the floor, and I decided to change everything to centimeters. Maybe you could ask me, sir, why we change everything to centimeters? And then I would say, well, the area of the tile, the areas of the tile that Mr. Kim used was 12 by 12, which is 144 centimeters squared. So if we leave it in meters and we divide, we'll get the wrong answer. So I needed to change everything to centimeters so I can have the area of the entire floor in centimeters squared. Cool? So try asking specific questions instead of repeating. Let me go. People saying time. We had to keep it up. We nearly done. The diagram below represents a square wall. You could always watch over that. The diagram below represents a square wall of side 12 meters. The wall is being painted except for two rectangular glass windows. The two glass windows are identical. Okay. We take it in. Any new information here? 12 meters, 12 meters. Okay, what you all want by? What all you want? What is the total area of the wall to be painted? Well, I don't know how many of you all paint for Christmas. Why isn't it chat if you're painting for Christmas? When you're painting for Christmas, your mother not expecting to come back and see you paint up your windows and things. You can't paint the glass. So we only painting wall. So we need to find out wall, total area of the wall. Well, to do that, I believe we need to subtract the areas of the window. Now, keep in mind, some of these things would not be tested in this level or at this difficulty in your exam. Your exam is a little easier than the exam that the normal SEA exam that comes. Or I should say, has a little less topics in it. So the area of the windows, there are numerous ways for me to find this. I could consider the two windows as like one, or I could record the area of, watch this people, I could record the area of this big rectangle here, which is like both windows, but it has some wall space in there. And to get rid of the wall space, tell me if you all understand this logic. So I will call the area of this big piece here. I want to shade it properly. And then what I will do is subtract this piece in the middle here, because that piece is wall, to find the area of the windows now. So area of window is actually the two windows combined together. It's actually 10 times 6, which is this big blue rectangle that I did first, minus the area of that green patch of wall, which is 2.5 times 6. Because the area of a rectangle, area of rectangle is what? What's the formula you learned back in Form 3, Standard 3, Standard 4? It's length by breadth, or some people may have length by width. So that's what I'm using here. So this is 60 minus 6 by 2.5 is how much? 2.5 times 6 is how much, class? 6 5s, 6 2s, 6 5s are 30, so I put the 0 here. Bring across the 3, 6 2s are 12, add, so I'm getting 15. So 2.5 times 6 is 15. If I subtract, I'll get 45 meters squared. So is that the final answer? No. That just represents the area of both of the windows. And there's another way you could work it out. You could literally find out how much this width was, how much this is. This is 6. You multiply, and then you multiply that area by 2. So length by breadth, length by breadth, or length by width, whatever you want. That's cool. Class, we just found the area of the windows now. We still need to find the area of the wall. So the area of the entire wall would be the area of this full block, and it's a square patch of wall, so it's 12 by 12. Area of full square, the area of the full square is equal to 12 by 12, which is 144 meters squared. So the area of the wall to be painted, stop talking about Roblox. Area of wall is equal to 144 minus, surely your parents get fed up here about Roblox. Minus that, how much you'll get? Anybody have the answer? 99. So somebody said 99 centimeters is the answer. That's not true. 99 meters squared is the answer. And we good to go there. Fighters, how are you going? When you're doing the exam and you reach the hard part, there's always this question with symmetry that pops up that is like normally be real easy. And it'll be like, yes, Lord, a breather. So complete the shape using AB as the line of symmetry. Just make sure your symmetry, you draw your thing proper and you use a ruler and thing, and you're not doing a freehand thing here and you're trying to use the edge of a book or some kind of thing or the edge of a piece of paper. Make sure you have all your equipment going into the exam. The kind of horror stories I see students doing in CXC, my gosh. Leave your calculator home in CXC and they're counting on the fingers like this. Well, it's a CXC. Y'all allowed. Y'all don't have any calculator. So something like this. Mine, I draw mine freehand. I don't want to see you all drawing any freehand thing in the exam, right? So no freehand thing in the exam. Number 30, complete the shape using AB. Always read your question. Complete the shape using AB as the line of symmetry. Read over your question. Make sure everything intact. Yeah, boys. Two quadrilaterals are shown below. Right? Two differences in the properties of shape A and shape B. Two differences. Tell me. Two differences. What are two differences in the properties? Both of them are quadrilaterals, and quadrilaterals mean four sides. Well, what's two differences here, boy? Well, shape A, and I'm looking to see what you all might give me, if you all could give me something new. Shape A has, we don't know if it's a square. Nobody tell me it's a square. If they do that, they could ask, we can say, all right, it's a square. But we assuming. I think we should have done this. I think they should have done that in the question because they're making assume. So shape A has four right angles. That's correct. Shape A has four right angles. So we can talk about right angles. As you Rennie talk about right angles, you can talk about symmetries. Yes, lines of symmetries. You can talk about parallels, the pair of parallel sides. Yes, you can talk about that. Just make sure you state the thing properly. So shape A has four right angles, and hold on, I'm just trying to make sure nobody trying to break in here and rob me and all kind of thing, nobody. Or they can take my pen and thing. Shape A has four right angles. All right, yeah, we safe. Shape A has four right angles, and shape B has none. Shape A has, so I'm giving you three. Two pairs of parallel sides. Parallel, boy, that's how we just give people problems as well. Parallel sides. Shape B has no parallel sides. Now, some people just mix up parallel sides and say, like, they would say something like shape A has four parallel sides. With parallel sides, we like to talk about them in pairs. So although you see four parallel sides, you want to say two pairs of parallel sides. That's a better way to write it, right? And shape A, probably, if it's a square, if it is a square, shape A has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. And guess how much shape B has? Shape B has only one. Away. As well, missing me. So shape B only has one line of symmetry. Don't try and put one here because this would not overlap properly. It will go like that. So it only has one line of symmetry. And that's enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 37. We're coming down to the end. Bill and Maxwell play the game where they both turn in an anti-clockwise direction. Bill started the game facing south, whilst Maxwell started. They love these games. This is our next easy question. And I'm feeling like we might finish at 3 o'clock. We might finish in 2 hours. So hold your feet. If you have to bust out, if you're feeling tired, if your brain feeling like it's frying up right now, and you have to go, feel free to dive out, press like, but we're about to finish. We're going up to 42. Bill started the game facing south, whilst Maxwell started the game. Whilst Maxwell started the game facing north. Bill made quarter turns while Maxwell made half turns. Complete the table below to show the direction each boy faced after each turn. All right, so Bill. What going to happen here, boy? Tell me what's going to happen in A and B and what to put in C. Bill doing what? What Bill doing? Bill started the game facing south, whilst Maxwell started the game facing north. Bill made quarter turns, so Bill doing little quarters. Which direction they turn in? Anti-clockwise. That's important. So they turn in this way, anti-clockwise. And north is up. West and east should spell the word we, so you can know which direction is who. And well, south is down. Billy boy started facing down, and he's going anti-clockwise quarter turns. So A has to be, well, you've seen it. I've seen the answers popping. He is facing south, and he do a quarter turn this way. He is east now. Then he would be north. Then he will be... Billy boy is going to end up facing west here. So he's going to be south, then he's going to go east, then he's going to go north, then he's going to go west. What about good old Maxwell? Maxwell is doing half turn. So Maxwell is easy. It doesn't really matter which direction Maxwell goes, because he's going north, south, then he's going to make a full half turn and end up north again. It don't really matter which direction. You know that? Do you know that if you make a 180 degree turn, if you make a half turn, if you turn from north to south, it doesn't matter whether you turn anti-clockwise or clockwise, you'll still end up in the same, spot. Let's go to question 3. The table below shows the marks obtained by a class of students in science. Students who just touched down. Let me just repeat this very quickly. Let's just go to the top. We start at 1 p.m. every Sunday. Next week, Sunday, we starting and we're grinding again. We're grinding straight till exams. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on that 38 question. The first person I see with the answer for 38, I will mail this calculator to your house. So when you're reaching secondary school, you have the recommended calculator. This calculator is worth about $260 TT. So if you answer question 38, you're getting that. So we're giving the giveaway. The first person I could spot in the chat with 38, I'll get in through. If you want more, out of this, the paper that I'm going to do every Sunday, I will send it to the Google Classroom on Monday. If you want to join that Google Classroom, you see that number, 4724221. WhatsApp it now. Somebody will answer between today and tomorrow, and we'll give you the details. It's $100 per month. Lessons for $100 per month. Still have a deal. You're going to get the paper, you're going to get it corrected, and then you're going to get a free class every Sunday. If you want even more, if you want to join my paid classes where I teach topics where we are in revision right now, going over different things, topics and stuff, you can WhatsApp this number and tell them you want to join Sir's class. My class is about filled, but there are other classes in the Student Hub that you can join as well, and that's $300 a month. Parents, you're listening, so this is the number, 4724221. If you don't want to pay, feel free to just stick around every Sunday at 1 p.m. and you could just grind with me and we could study. That's not a problem either. The only thing you need to do is press like on the video. That is your payment there if you don't want to join the classes. Let me go. The table below shows the marks obtained by first person to get the answer in the chat. First person with the answer. Calculate the percent of students who had a mark at most 40. So they want to know where to pay. Just WhatsApp the number now. They'll send you all the payment instructions. You could pay any kind of way. If you have a debit card, now, parents, you could pay. One of those chip cards, you could pay. You could pay online. You could do online banking. You could do WePay, PayPal. The student have all the payment methods. The table below show, or you could go into the bank and deposit. The table below shows the marks obtained by a class of students in a science class. The first day, 367, calculate the percentage of students who had a mark of at most 40. Wow, this is a hard question, boy. I'm seeing Daniel saying 46.667. I think he's the first one I see with that comment. And then I'm seeing the Lookins, who I know, saying 87.5. So it's either 46.6 or 87.5 by Anthony. And I know Anthony, I know the Lookins. They are in the student hub. So let me see if them get, let me see if they get you, let me see. And then I'll have to scroll through the chat to find which one was the first correct one. And when I find it, if you know you're the person, WhatsApp, Instagram me, and we'll get your address and send it to you. Calculate the percentage of a student who has a mark of at most 40. Table below shows the marks obtained by a class of students. Let's find how many students in all in the class, because percentages need to be done with the total. Looking like you, boy. Anthony, you get through. And I know your brother Greg will be able to use the calculator, but I feel like Gregory already have it, but you could just have one sit down and nice. So 14, 8, 10, 7, 12, 9. When we add up those numbers, let's go. Let's try and do it quickly. 14, 8, 10, 7, 12, 9. Now, I know some of you all like to add it up going like that in your mind, but I still recommend to write it down, even if you're really, really good in arithmetic, so that when you're checking over, you'll always have something you could watch. 14, 8, 10, 7, 12, 9. We're adding up the number of students now. So I am seeing here that I could add 9 and 2 and get 11 and 7 get 8 and 8 is 26 and 4, 30. So I have 30 here, so I'll put a 0 there. Bring across the 3. I'm 60 students in all. So in the science class, you all had 60 students. And how many students got a mark of at most 40? Well, if they got a mark of at most 40, it means this is a little tough. It means that I cannot include anything past here, because this represents 14 students got 10, 8 students got 20. Now this is not cumulative frequency, which is something that we do in CXE. 14 students got 10, 8 students got 20, 10 students got 30, 7 students got 40. So calculate the percentage of students who had a mark of at most 40. Well, 14 students got, all these students got up to at most 40 means under 40. Why I can't talk by? At most 40 means students who got under 40 and under. So we need to add up all these students. So let's go. 14, 8, 10, 7. 7 and 8 is 15, 9. So 7 and 8 is that correct? Yes. 7 and 8 is 15 plus 4 is 9. And we put the extra 1 here. So we have 39. So we want 39 out of 60. So 39 out of 60 is how much percent? And why does it feel like the 65% crew will win this? Why does it feel like the 65% squad is going to win this? So you need to just give me 1 minute to just pause and see right 65 first, right? 100 over 1, boop, bap. 6 could go into, 3 could go into this. Calculate the percentage of students who, okay. 3 into this 2 times, 3 into this 1, 13, 2 into this, 5, 13 times 5 is 65% is correct. And let's see who was the first person in my good chat. I'll just scrolling up to put 65%. We had a lot of 87.5%. Yeah. Kiana, was it you? Kiana, you might just end up with a nice little cut. No, Candice, was it you? Just give me a little second. Ideally, I would have my moderators operating here to help me with this, because I'm seeing somebody even before Candice. Y'all, stop typing now, man. Give me a chance. Simone. We could always check back the live chats afterwards if there was a mistake made. I don't want to make a mistake and set up somebody. I think it's Simone. Earlier. Simone, here what to do. Just find my Instagram, or you can let your parents Instagram me and tell them what address you want me to send the calculator to, and we'll send it in TT post. And look at that. You're studying and you end up with a calculator. Simone, you know yourself, right? Simone, see dancing. But wait. Why is Simone looking like a grown person so? All right, you probably using a parent's profile on YouTube. Facts. So Simone, it was you. You're the first 65 that I saw. If I made a mistake, I'll check back over after the live, right? So Simone, you're the first 65% that I saw. All right, let's go. Well done, Simone. Calculate and thing. Yes, Simone says she here. Yes, sir. I saw her. Simone, let your parent Instagram me and we'll send it. Let's go. Number 39, we're coming down to the end. Thank the Lord. The bar graph below shows the number of concert tickets sold by 4 stalls. The total number of tickets to be sold was 800. Giving a reason for your answer, which stall should be given more tickets to sell? What kind of easy thing is this, boy? What do you think? Which stall? People saying Jaden was first. If it's Jaden, I will check over. Just now, but I don't want to stop the live. So I'll check over in the end and see if Jaden was first for you. They're saying Jaden was first. Jaden, boy, they're trying to rob your calculator. Simone, if it's Jaden, don't feel bad, right? So you're saying to give stall 4? Give stall 4? What kind of business people are these, by? All right. Let me say you have 4 double stand, right? 1 in Couva, 1 in Grand Bazaar, 1 in Curep, and 1 in Grandy. And the 1 in Couva real selling. Who you going to give more? You're going to give more to the one that's selling plenty. So the bar graph below shows the number of concerts tickets sold for 4 stalls. The total number of tickets to be sold was 800. Given a reason for answer, which stall should be given more tickets to sell? So I would say stall 1 getting it. Now this isn't too matsy, but it adds up to 450 plus 100 plus 200 plus 350. No. I have 100 more tickets to go. 100 more tickets to go. Now you have to give a reason for answer. So if you give a reason saying that stall 1 sold enough and you don't want to give them more work or something, I don't know if they'll take that as an answer. But stall 1 has the best rate of selling tickets, so they would be able to sell how much she need to sell? 100, 200, 300, 400, right? To sell the remaining 100 tickets the easiest. Y'all agree? The easiest. Number 40 in the 40s. See, the average number of runs a cricket player makes in 5 innings is 52. He wants to increase his average by 4 runs. How many runs must he make in the 6th inning? Average number of runs, this is one way average comes, and this is a topic I'll be doing in my class soon again for the 3rd time, and we'll be reviewing average again. How does this work? Well, with average, you're always trying to find like the total, because it's the total divided by the frequency, by the total number of whatever it is, innings. So he wants to increase his average by 4 runs. So he wants his new average, to be 52 plus 4. He wants it to be 56. How many more runs must he make in the 6th innings? So if his average is 56 after 6 innings, total after 6 innings, come on, man, y'all catching it? The totals after 6 innings will be the 56, the average in 1 innings, times the 6. 56 times 6, 6 sixes are 36. Bring across the 3, 36. Boom, bang, bang. 6 fives, 30 plus 3, 336 runs in total. Well, how much runs does he have now? He has a total of, after 5 innings, he has a total of, you need to multiply the average by the number of innings. So 52 times 5. 52 times 5, 10, 5 5s, 25, 260. So how much he need to crack down to reach the 336 to get his average to go up? So subtracting 336 minus 360, 260, sorry. That was a little creepy. 676 and 76 runs is correct. And I saw you all putting that in the chat feverishly just now. So that's good. You all have that average thing. Well done. Big up the fighters. Just about 4 more questions to go. Jason bought some notebooks and pens from school. Each notebook costs $5. So notebook equal $5. Pen equal $2. He bought 6 more pens than notebook, and his total bill was 96. Calculate the number of pens bought. Why is in the chat if you know how to do this question? I don't have food waiting on me this. So I have inspiration to finish. Inspiration. Some of you all probably have food waiting on it too. Why is in the chat if you have food waiting? If you have food waiting, but I say when you finish this live, you can get to eat. Calculate the number of pens he bought. Each notebook costs $5. Each pen costs $2. He bought 6 more pens than notebook, and his total bill was 96. So how to do this question, Alia? Well, this is unequal sharing. This has some unequal sharing involved here. And we need to work out how much each notebook costs, that kind of thing. But let's get rid of the extras first, because there's 6 more pens than notebooks. So there's an extra thing going on here. So let's remove that from the total. 6 more pens. So 6 additional pens will cost how much, class? 6 additional pens will cost 6 times 2. That's $12 extra that we need to get out of that 96. You all agree? Somebody say I have a KFC just sitting in the microwave right now. I know I wasn't the only one. I know I want a stew chicken. 6 times 2, $2 depends. So when we remove the extra, so this is an extra $12 that's unequal. When we remove the extra, it'll be 96 minus 12. 96 minus 12 is $84. Now, this $84 is shared equally with an equal amount of notebooks and an equal amount of pens. Jason bought some notebooks and pens. Each notebook costs $5. Each pen costs $2. So you have equal amount of pens, equal amount of notebooks coming up to how much? $84. Well, I will just tell you the trick. I'm not going to go into the full explanation with unequal sharing. I feel like in one of these Sunday sessions, I will stop and go through the full explanation, but I'm just going to show you what you would do in this style of unequal sharing. You want to add the $2. So with the 5, some of you all know it already. The 5 and the 2, you want to add it up. So cost of 2 items combined, because now they're equal, you remove the extra. It's 5 plus 2, so that's $7. So number of 2 items that you're going to buy, the number of the 2 items package that you're going to buy would be 84 divided by 7, which is 12, right? 12 sevens are 84, hopefully. So that's 12. That's not at dollars. That's 12. So you want 12 pairs of notebooks and pens will give you this. You all understand where I'm going? Why is in the chat mean? Why mean yes? Why is in the chat if you understand what happened here? So if you want to find the number of pens she bought, or Jason bought, the number of pens he bought, well, he has 12 pens, 12 notebooks, but he also has an extra 6 additional. That's what we just work out. So the number of pens is going to be 12 plus 6, 18 pens. So stop. Remember what time this was, 2 hours, 6 minutes into the video, and come back and watch this question. Watch me do it again. You do it for yourself, do it again. Then search Kerwin Springer Unequal Sharing on YouTube and check the different unequal sharing questions. Or you could join the Google Classroom, get some more questions, that kind of thing, and practice your unequal sharing. It's one of the troublesome techniques for topics for students. Mrs. Jones took her 3 daughters to the ball. When they type Y in the chat, they just mean yes. Here's a list of the different items that she bought. All right, Mrs. Jones. What? She buying these things at the ball? Anyhow, let me don't question any logic. Teddy bear. You're buying teddy bear at the ball. Teddy bear, $15. Pair of shoes, $35. Just $60. What kind of ball is this? These are fair. These are Mayfair. The total bill was this. Each daughter received a teddy bear. Calculate the number of pairs of shoes and dresses Mrs. Jones bought. All right. Okay. All right. Let me wing it. Let's wing it. A little appearance, see the spot. Let's wing it. Shh. Let's wing it. So each daughter received a teddy bear. How many teddy bears in all? 2 teddy bears. So let's remove that. That's like removing some extras again. So 2 teddy bears, not teddy pairs, teddy bears equal 15 times 2 equal $30. So I want to get rid of this $30 from the 175. So I could start to see my way. 175. I'm feeling like this question missing some information. Eh? So this is $145. So this $145, she using this remaining $145 to buy some shoes and dresses for these kids. And it's pairs, so there's a clue here, pairs of shoes and dresses. So should we add this and multiply and see what happens? Yeah, so it's the same pairs. So the combined 2 items. Did I make a mistake with the teddy bears? Each daughter received a teddy bear, so 15 and 15. 30. Why this person saying 45? Are they creeping out here? I was wrong. I was very wrong. She don't have 2 daughters. She have 3 daughters. Are they big up? Well done, boy. They catch me in this one, boy. They catch me in one. So the 3 daughters. I don't know where I get these 2 daughters from. How I get that? So it's actually 3 teddy bears. 3 teddy bears is $45. Thank you. Thank you. So now if I subtract 45, let me just erase it and do it clean. If I subtract 45, I will get $1. 30. So 130 looks good. And now they want to know how many pairs of items for each daughter. Well, add up the shoes and the dress. So the combined two items is 75. So something are working out here, boy. The number of pairs of shoes and dresses she bought. Shoes and dresses is not 75, sorry, 35, and it's 95. So it's because you're hungry. Well, I don't think she could buy any dresses. Number of pairs of shoes. Oh, this is pairs of shoes. So this is one thing. And dresses. So yeah, always are hungry. So it's not no combined two items again. So she have $130 remaining. What she could buy? She could buy two dress and shoes. She could buy two shoes and a dress. What kind of combo? So this is just a combination question. What combination of shoes and dresses she can get to make 130? We nearly done, Ali. We nearly done. I feeling weak with hunger, all kind of thing. 35 and 35 is 70 and a dress. So two shoes plus one dress should be the answer, because two shoes would be 35 times 2 and one dress will be equal to 60 times 1. This is 70 plus 60 is 130, and that's the remaining amount that I have. So two pairs of shoes and one dress is an answer. Is there another answer? There's no other answer. I don't think there's any other combination could work. Don't think there's any other combination could work. So let's go. Next one. Here we are doing the third to last question. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. Identical candles are being placed. How did given 11-year-olds this whole exam to do by? Identical candles are being placed on a straight line at an equal distance from each other as shown. The total distance from the first candle to the fourth candle is 22. Nice. Each candle has a weight of 2.5. Good. Noted. Right. So what is the total distance from the third candle to the 10th candle? So I remember this question. This was the other question that teachers had a lot of concerns about. There's two answers that could be accepted for this. Each candle has a width. Two answers that you might give for this. The distance from the third candle to the total distance from the first candle to the fourth candle was shown as here. So they give you something, and this is what I was telling them. They give you something to refer to now. This is what they mean when they say distance from first to fourth. So if they want the distance from third to 10th, they want from here all the way to there. But some students may give this as well. And technically, that's the distance from a candle to the next candle. So it had some scruples with that question. But they give you this as reference. The total distance from the first to the fourth, and they said it's 22. So they give you some reference here. All we need to do is find the spaces involved. Y'all okay with that? Find the spaces involved. So the space, this is what I mean by the spaces involved. There are 3 spaces. But how many candles are there? There are 4 candles. And I'm moving a little fast because people are hungry out here. This is 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. So do you think you can find these spaces now? Do you think you can find these spaces? Well, if there are 4 2.5s, 0.5, so 4 5s are 20, bring across the 2, 4 2s are 8, 10. So this is 10. So 10 centimeters is being occupied by candle, by the width of the candle, and the remaining 12 centimeters is being occupied by the spaces. So the distance of one space here is 3 centimeters. Why isn't the chat if you understand that? You all get that? So that's 3 centimeters. Try not to spam, right? Let me just put some people on timeout because they like the keys tick by. Take a little time out there. Boom. Who else could take a little time out? Andrew, and you could take a little time out too. Men hungry and you typing the same thing over and over in the chat. Come on, man. There you go. Y'all see me, right? Because my page kind of stick. I hope my live ain't cut. Whew. Excuse. Even the live like a tired. Back. I'd stick just now. Y'all seen me? Why isn't the chat if y'all see me? Everything cool? Some people take that as an excuse to run away and eat. I lost 20 something people instantly. 12. So 3, they must tell him that he done. Watch. 3 centimeters. So the total distance from the third candle to the 10 candle. The third candle to the 10 candle has how many candles? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. 8 candles. So we have 8 by 2.5. As we get the width of the candle, right? So we have 8 candles. And this will turn out to be 20. That's good. So we finally did the distance from the 3rd to the 10th, and there are 8 candles there. And the spaces in between, well, when there were 4 candles, there was a space of 3. So when there are 8 candles, there's a space of 7. And since the space is 3, 3 times 7 is 21. So the spaces, the total distance, and I've seen it in the chat, the total distance is going to be the width of all the candles combined, which is 2.5 times 8. So that's 20. And then the width of all the spaces combined, which is 3 times 7. That's 21. So that's 41 centimeters. These questions come regularly with some kind of spacing, some kind of stuff like that, and that could still show up on you. Those kind of logic questions can still show up. How many sticks will be used to build a pattern with 5 squares? Sticks are used to make the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has 8. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. I think I double counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So you keep adding 7. You keep adding 7 because you're not adding back this one. Yeah, you understand? So I added 7 sticks here. I add 7 sticks here. So 7 and 15 is going to be 22. And I add 7 here. And I need to, this would be the 4th one. And then I need to add 7 here. And then this will be the 5 squares, having 5 squares. So let's see. 22 plus 7 plus 7. It's 22 plus 14. So this is 6, 36. And I see an answer in the chat though. Somebody saying I'm wrong. Did I make a mistake in the last question? So you are wrong. Did I make a mistake in this question? This one? All right, let me double check it. The 3rd to the 10th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 2.5, 5, 4, 8, 2, 16. So 20. 3 by 7, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. What's the spacing? The spacing is 12 divided by 3. Oh, this is where I cut off. And I just stopped at 3 and I ran with 3. The spacing was actually 4. Thank you for just showing me that, y'all. So there were 3 spaces, but the spacing was actually 4. So I just didn't do the division here. Y'all could forgive me for that. 3 into 12 is 4 centimeters. This is when it showed. My screen froze. My screen froze. So this is 4 times 7 is actually 28. So this is 20 plus 28 is 48. That's it. 4 times 7 is, the spacing is 4, yeah. Is this correct now? Four times 7, the spacing is 4, yes. So 7, 4, add on the next 7, yes. 48 centimeters looks good. That looks good. Big up all you. All you hungry, but you're still paying attention. This one is 36. We already established that. And if 64 sticks are used to build a pattern, how many triangles will the pattern have? Well, I could create a formula for this, but I feel like they may just want you to continue the pattern. I feel like they may just want you to continue the pattern. What SEA, what the students to do here, buddy? I don't think they want you to create a formula because that'll be like algebra. They want you to notice any pattern or anything. I feel they just want you to continue the pattern. So we had the fifth shape plus 7. Well, watch this. Watch this, people. The fifth shape had 36 sticks, right? You all okay with that? The fifth shape had 36 sticks. Anthony, what's up? Go to 44. How many sticks will be used to build a pattern with 5 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, add 7, 15, add 7, 22, add 7. The third shape, you have a problem with this? I just want to make sure everybody good. Where's the problem? Where's the problem, Anthony? Are you sure? I feel like this one good enough. I feel like this one good. So 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you add 7 all the way. Nah, we can double check it in class and thing, but this should be good. This should be good. Somebody saying stop and eat. No, this is good. So this is 36 sticks. If I made a mistake, I'll just write it in the comment after. But I believe I'm good. I have the solutions here too. So 36 sticks. 36 sticks. What I'm saying. So we have 36 sticks here. 7, 7, 14. Right, good. We have 36 sticks in the fifth pattern, and they want to see how many triangles with a pattern with 64 sticks have. What I'm going to do is just take 64 and minus 36. 34 and minus 66. And let's see what I will do. 5, bring across the 1, 6 from this is 8. And looks like I'm getting 28. This number should be divisible by 7 because I keep adding 7. The work is on the board. The work is if it's looking fuzzy, you need to increase the quality of the video on your end to 1080p. Shout out to the parents. So I am doing the statement that the students would need for each question, right? Let's just finish these last 2 questions. I keep getting interrupted. Somebody say they're surviving on coconut water. All right, so plus 7. Right, so what did I do? Let me just recap again. We show that the fifth pattern has 36 sticks. And they are saying there's a pattern with 64 sticks. So I minused and I get 28 extra sticks. And I'm going to divide that by 7 now. So this is 28 extra sticks in the pattern. Now, the reason I'm dividing by 7 is I'll get how many additional patterns to go. So that's the faster way to do it. Or you could just keep adding 7 going along the road. So 28 divided by 7 is 4. So this means there are 4 more patterns. Right? So you're on the fifth pattern. You need to go all the way up to the 9th pattern. The question isn't asking us to say that find the ninth pattern. In it. It's all well and good that if you discovered by some way or the other that the 64 sticks will be at the ninth pattern. The question is asking how many triangles will be on the pattern. But we know if you're on the first pattern, you have 2 triangles. If you're on the second pattern, you have 4 triangles. Third pattern, 6 triangles. So if you're on the ninth pattern, so 5 plus 4 equal ninth pattern. And the ninth pattern, and I saw you all putting this in the chat a long time ago, the ninth pattern would be equal to 9 times 2 equal 18 triangles. Rate out of 10 how much you understand this question. So we in the last bit of the paper, these last 4 or 5 questions was really difficult, but I see now we have people here can battle with it, so big up. Last question, praises. So Nick has 320 marbles. Well done, Nicky boy. Jack has 370 marbles, and Gary has 208 and more people, and Wade has 70 marbles. And Wade has 70 marbles. Since Jack, I waiting for the marbles to done. Wade has 70 marbles. How many marbles? So most people 8 out of 10. How many marbles must Nick, Jack, and Gary give to Wade such that the 4 boys will have the same number of marbles? So this is a question about mean. This is another way they could bring mean and average and that kind of thing. When you're working out mean, the shortcut for mean is to, what's the shortcut for mean, people? One of the key steps in finding the mean and average is to add up and find the sum. So 320370287070. We need a summation here. 7 and 7 is 14. 14 and 10 is 24. So put a 4 there. All these zeros make 0. Put a 2 there. Speed in. 2 and 2 is 4. And 6 is 10. So 1040. So there are 1040 marbles in all. If we divide, we should get the average. So this is the sum. So the average is going to be equal to the 1040. You all with me? Divided by how much? And I think I could do it like this. I could do this style of division here. I could do this 1040 divided by 4 like this, because you all could probably see that. Or let's do it like this. 4 into 1040. 4 could go into 10 2 times, remainder 2. 4 could go into 24. 6 times 260. I see nothing in the chat. So average is 60. I keep saying mean. Mean means average, right? We don't really use this word much in SE. Keep saying mean. I said that a few times. Keep in mind that it's CSEC maths as well. So sometimes overlapping. So 260 is the mean. So now we need to see how much them boys need to give. Well, just subtract now. Bring them down to the mean. So 280 minus 60 equal 260, sorry, equal 20. So Gary gives 20. Now, when they have this question in SEA, they don't write answer. They write Gary gives 20 marbles. Then they'll write Wade. Or if they have answer, you'll have to literally write it out. Wade gives how much? How much Wade gives? Wade gives nothing. Wade is the man who collected. How much Jack gives? He will give 370 minus the 260. So I see in it in the chat that some people put in that 110 marbles. Big up, who put that? That's Sheena. Sheena, you was here from start to finish. I wanna see all the people who was here from start from question 1 to finish. And Nick gives, he will give the 320 minus the 260, which is how much Nick gives. Sheena have that as well. Nick gives, got people, big up all ya. Fighters, 60 marbles. So if this was SCA and this paper was out of 100%, I want you to give yourself a rating where you feel you are at. And let's hope we can take that rating to as close as 100% in all these Sunday revision sessions that we do. Congratulations, you made it to the end. For those of y'all who wondering, yes, I do teach a lessons class. You can join the lessons class. Well, my lessons class, big up our this on my screen, Anusha Fighters. My lessons class is about Phil. We may be squeezing one or two, but we have other lessons classes in the student hub that can handle the students, and you all could feel free to reach out via this number, parents who are interested. The lessons class happens on different times during the week. Mine is Saturday. It happens at different times during the week. If you just want to join, if you just want to get this paper, or you'll get this paper and you'll get this is the sample paper, and you'll get the paper that I'm going to do next week, tomorrow, please go on Monday. You can join the Google Classroom. To join the Google Classroom and WhatsApp this number too. It's a very small fee of $100 per month. You'll get the paper ahead. The student will be able to submit in the Google Classroom and get it corrected before Saturday, and then you could be like a star. You could be like a star on Sunday. You'll get your mark back on Saturday, not the solutions. You'll get the solutions, the typed up solutions right after I finish the live. So it's a lot of fun. And what we could say again, boy, you all could ask me any questions you want to ask. Don't take too long. Food now, boy. I want a shout out. Kalisha, shout out. Now eat like you never ate in days. Hey, sir, you have a Discord. We have the Student Hub Discord. You can go on Instagram, click the link in the bio. So don't forget to look who gets 65% first. Right. All right, we'll check that. The person who thought they get it first just message me. I think it's Jaden. And the other person I mentioned before as well, you could message me as well. I have two calculators and I could probably get the first and second. It's so close to 500 likes. I'll you press like on the video and let me get the likes to 500 now. Get the video for 500 likes now. You send it to 500 likes now. Jamani, Mr. Vincent, Allison, all the shout out people. Floof, Varun, Jordan. This man wants shout out on TikTok. You're starting to ask for too much in a Jordan. It's about dive, it's about power. We stay hungry, devour, put in the work and the hours and take what's ours. Go see. This person come out with a whole poem, yes? Wow. Trishan, Arian, we get some more shout outs coming in next week. Your name is 6. You must put the name of your parents give all you. LeBron, Alaya. Hey, a big basketball match playing today. Golden State, Klay Thompson coming back in the dance. How many of you all watch basketball? Mekai, Navia, Nathan, Jordan. It passed 500. My job here is done. Love and blessings, earlier. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. See you all again next week, Sunday.